Hey everybody, so I have not made a video where I talk in a really long time. And I know it's kind of dark, but I really don't want to get up off the couch. It's my most comfortable spot in the house. The big red couch, as I call it. One of my favorite things that I'm so thankful that God blessed me with and made a way for me to have. But the thing that's kind of on my heart right now that's just sort of floating around is the question of why are you running? What are you running from? And when I say that, I mean more of not just running from God, because you can not necessarily run from Him, but be running from His power at the same time. And when I say His power, I mean the power that He has, of course, to change us and to make us into something new, which is what He desires to do. You know, that process of just making us more like Him in word and deed, you know, really being able to live out the life that He's created us to live, you know, loving and just being who He's made us to be, just kind of returning us to the self that He'd have us to be, but more so running from who He's called you to be and what He's called you to do, from your calling, from the power that He wants you to walk in. For me personally, it's something that's kind of scary. And I think that's why the question comes up, because it's like, what are you afraid of? You know, why are you running from having the kind of effect that God would have you to have? Why are you running from being able to do the things that He said that we'd be able to do? You know, those greater things than what He did. Healing and just being a light to people and just letting Him do whatever thing He wants to do through us, supernatural, or even just using us as we are in our human ability, you know, both of those things. And so I'm pretty comfortable letting Him use me a lot of times in the human ability. That's something that He's given me courage, and I have a long way to go still being sort of insecure in some areas and afraid, but definitely way far beyond where I was before. So I think that what He's really dealing with now is just me being willing to walk in the power that He's called me to walk in, and just to fully surrender and let go and let Him do what He wants to do and say what He wants to say and have His way and just let Him be God. That's what I'm feeling on my heart tonight, and it's really strong. I know that that's what He's asking, and so I want to put that question on the table, and I'm going to think about it more. You know, I know fear is a factor of, you know, rejection and the unknown, because what God does and where He takes us is so far beyond anything we could ever plan or think up, or even any goals that we could ever have, any dream board that we could make. What God wants to do is inconceivable to us. And so knowing that produces fear, you know, fear of what I may have to give up, or, you know, which is ridiculous. Fear is always based in a lie. And so I encourage you and invite you to think about that as well. You know, what are some things that God's put on your heart and you know you've been called to do and you know that He wants you to do, but there's something that's stopping you. There's something that's getting in the way. You know, why are you running from being everything that Jesus has created you to be? So I'll leave it with that.